Hi guys, Corey here, and today we're playing Interrogation. Now this is a Junji Ito based investigation type mystery game where you're trying to figure out um, the mystery behind a kidnapping. Now this game was made by Olinkilix. I probably pronounced it wrong, but this game was made in 2 weeks. It just came up on itch.io and it looked amazing, so I wanted to check it out. So, for the past few months, there's been this patient. She was a victim of an abduction, as well as a bizarrely unnatural homicide. Normally, she wouldn't be in our jurisdiction, but during her rescue, she attacked the police and tried to escape numerous times, which led to her being placed in our care. Then there's her behavior. Family members reported that she was acting differently. A total personality change. She never provided any clear answers on what happened. Oddly, she suddenly made a request stating she was finally willing to talk. They put me in charge of her interrogation. I felt it'd be a good idea to ask the police for any evidence they were willing to share with me. Given her history of being uncooperative with questioning, thankfully they let me have a binder containing some evidence that they'd collected. Not all of it, granted, but hopefully it'll be enough to finally get the truth of what happened. Okay?
Okay, I'm ready. Could you bring the patient in? Now, before we get started, can you give me your name for the record, please?
Oh, yeah, sure. It's, Heather. My name's Heather.
She looks a little creepy. I'm paused. Do you have a time pause? Uh, okay, there we go. Interrogation tips. While time is limited, it's best to look through all the documents. Not all questions have a contradiction. Proceed to the next question if nothing seems to be wrong to avoid wasting time. Avoid picking things that aren't contradictions. All it does is make you lose time. If you're out of time, you can no longer browse for information. Use your tape recorder to rehear the last thing the suspect said. Okay? So, select contradiction, cycle between pages, show. So we're Innsmouth Prison Hospital. So her name is Darcy Widow. And we don't have her date of birth. Reasons for admission to the hospital. The patient was a victim of abduction. During her rescue, she acted out and assaulted the police, heavily injuring a few officers. She was planned to be held temporarily while being given therapy, but after numerous attempts to escape and continued attacks on people around her, she was committed to this facility. So why would she not just behave? Additional information on the patient. Patient has proven to not be completely honest with doctors. Many staff have reported that her claims and information are incorrect. Currently, the patient seems to give no indication that she has any known disorders. Rather that her constant lying is in order to hide something. Due to her frequent violent outbursts and escape attempts, she has been confined to a wheelchair during all activities. Wow. Okay. Oh, okay. Letter from the police department. We're sorry to say that due to the active status of investigation, the police are unable to provide any notes from investigators. However, the precinct is willing to work with Innsmouth in some capacity, so we've sent you a binder containing any evidence we aren't currently using. We hope this is ample support to help with your interrogation of the patient. Shiloh, go on. I'll be here for now, buddy. Police report. Detail of the event. Officers responded to a 911 call about individuals entering an abandoned house. Upon entering the premises, officers found one living victim in the body of an unidentified individual. Judging by the state of the two, it's estimated that they had been there for just a few hours. The surviving victim had been restrained to a chair. She was conscious and cognizant, but would not answer any questions. The body of an unidentified girl was discovered just a few feet from the survivor. Both individuals arrived at the same time, Based on the state of the clothing, the body was in an unnatural state. The entire body, including limbs, were twisted and deformed, and was in a state that closely resembled late stages of decomposition. The identity has yet to be determined due to these factors. Following the survivor's rescue, she immediately assaulted the officers present, leading to 2 police casualties due to severe injuries. The woman was quickly detained and medical support was called, but she has been uncooperative. Questioning. A Virginia ID was found on the scene, so prison staff will be looking into why she is here and notifying family. Wow. Okay. That is a lot. So I guess we just click on one of these to see what she's going to say. So let's click on her.
That's not what it says in your patient
Okay.
record.
Oh, right. Heather's, just a nickname of mine. It's Darcy. Sorry for the confusion.
Hey, you
You
should
aren't
be
from
sorry.
around here, are you? Could you tell me what state?
State? Sure. It's Pennsylvania.
Hmm. But everything happened in Virginia. Or she had a Virginia ID. Virginia ID, yeah.
The police report says you're from
There we
Virginia,
go.
though.
Ah, right. Sorry. I always get Pennsylvania.
How do you get
and
Pennsylvania and Virginia mixed up?
Because they are so close.
Are you
Mhm.
talking to me of your own volition?
Yeah, of course. I just want to give my side of the story.
If you want to give me your side of the story, then why are you lying? See the
Alright,
next question.
thanks for that information. It's just a formality for the records.
Yeah, it, seemed that way.
Now, we don't have all the time in the world, so I won't bother you with going over the details. To keep it short, I need to ask you some questions about the university and your abduction.
Alright, that's fine. Go ahead.
As I'm sure you remember, you requested this meeting. The police have provided me with a binder containing some of their evidence, which I'll be using to make sure you're taking this discussion seriously. They told me that you were quite uncooperative during initial questioning. It's just to make sure.
Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you for, agreeing to this.
Okay, so, first of all, could you tell me a bit more about your experience at university?
Yeah.
Your eyes are
yeah.
so wide.
I was abducted at Harvard University, which is where I went to. It was, fine. It's not as if my grades were bad or anything. I got on well, I guess. Until the, abduction, of course.
Okay. Oh shit. Harvard University may face lawsuit. Virginia father Allen widow. Okay. Virginia father Allen widow has made a public statement about his plans to file a lawsuit against Harvard University over what happened to his daughter, claiming that Harvard failed to ensure the safety of my daughter and clearly lacked anything resembling a background check on their staff. Okay. This picture is... Ooh, it's rough. A few weeks ago, Harvard University student Darcy Widow was abducted from the university and brought to an abandoned house near 23rd West Road Street, where she was later found by police bound to a chair next to an unidentified human corpse. Complicating matters is that Darcy herself was shortly arrested for assaulting the officers on duty and making multiple escape attempts while in custody. Father has stated that his daughter... that his daughter would never act like this. I can only blame the university for no doubt letting her hang around bad crowds. Okay, with what I imagine to be little no aside from the staff. Alvaro continues to mention that he will be taking on a lawsuit alone, citing his own career history as one of Virginia's most successful lawyers. His final statement for the reporters was, if Harbor thinks they can get away with this blatant disregard for the students' well-being, they don't know who they're missing. Yeah. Anniversary, student complaint record. Student complaint, Darcy, widow, student major. Okay. Darcy submitted a complaint to the front desk about a student named Heather Baker. Okay. Both are currently paired together on an assignment for Professor Murphy's anthropology class. Darcy expressed discomfort with Heather, stating that she seemed more interested in me than the assignment. Darcy has said that she assumes Heather is trying to be friendly and make small talk, but finds some of the questions unnerving. She went on to say that she didn't report this directly to the professor because she doesn't feel comfortable doing so, and also doesn't want to become enemies with Heather. There currently isn't much we can do at this moment, but if Darcy returns with more issues on matters, we'll take a closer look. So there's the chair she was abducted in. Okay, proceed with next
It's
question.
a fairly big university, with lots of fields and classes. What did you major in?
My major? Well, I took a bachelor's degree, so I took a lot of classes that weren't part of it. But it was, management.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, I just lost a lot of time. Oops. So you just lied because you were in literature.
Your college records state that you majored in literature.
Uh-oh. I guess that was just a mistake. Yeah, no, I majored
How do you
in
not know what
literature.
you majored in?
My head's just kind of all over the place, you know?
Like, shaky, girl.
Did you make any friends during your time at university? Any strong relationships with anyone?
I mean, of course, I had a couple of friends. Are you asking if I had a boyfriend or something? I never really had any strong relationships with anyone, to be honest. Mostly just, acquaintances.
Interesting.
Can you think of any reason why you might have been abducted?
I honestly have no idea. I mean, it's not like I'm rich or anything. My parents don't make too much money, so I can't imagine they wanted something like a ransom or anything.
Were you responsible for the death of the other person in that room?
What? No way, of course, I wasn't. Did you see what happened to that body? How could I have caused that?
When you were
Oh, hateful.
abducted, was there another person at the scene with you and the corpse?
It's a little hard to remember, but I'm pretty sure it was just me and
How
the
was it hard to
person
remember?
during the kidnapping.
Damn, something's just not right here. It doesn't add up at all, but I just can't see what's wrong. There must be more holes to point out, but I'm sorry, but I can't continue like this. I'll get someone else to take over. So just wait here.
Heading 45. I just couldn't stay there anymore. Thankfully, before I left, I was able to get someone to fill in for me, but it seems as though he had no luck with her either. I was hoping I could return to her with a clear head, but that was never going to happen. Just a few hours after the interview, she was found dead with her body in the same state as the one at the crime scene. Okay, so we're going to do better this time.
Forget this. I'll leave them to someone else. I'm taking today off.
I did not mean to click leave, but yeah, I guess I got ending 5 out of 5. Thanks for playing, I guess. Local teenager returning home from a late stay with their friends witnessed a strange occurrence on 23rd West Road Street. They reported seeing lights from an abandoned house that they passed by occasionally. The witness decided to investigate what the source of the light was. But as they approached the house, they heard a car driving in and decided to hide. The car parked by the abandoned house, and two people left, according to the witness statement. While the witness couldn't get a clear view of the people coming from the car. They did report that they heard what sounded like a girl calling for help and could apparently see one of the figures trying to cover her mouth while dragging her into the house. After seeing this, the witness headed straight home, taking around 15 to 30 minutes and immediately calling 911 to report the event. Okay. Wanted person, James Murphy, age 42, sex male. James is an anthropology professor at Harvard University. He has not shown up for work in quite some time and has failed to report these absences to the university. Neither the police nor the university staff has been able to reach or get in touch with him, and a search of his home hasn't yielded any results. Reason for apprehension. Person is wanted for questioning related to potential involvement in the abduction of university student Darcy Widow and the homicide of an as of yet unidentified female victim. It is thought he may be dangerous, so caution should be exercised when confronting the suspect. Okay. Versus email. Alright, I was able to get my hands on the plane tickets. Our flight is 5 days from now because I'd rather not risk staying here for longer. After what will happen, people will get suspicious. Whatever you have planned here, I suggest taking care of it in the next few days and fast. Once we've taken care of any loose ends, we'll make our exit. So there's plane tickets for James and for Heather. Okay. Broken men's glasses. If you're reading this, it means I'm gone. Given everything I've involved myself in, I can only hope I'm just dead. Any alternatives are too chilling to consider. All I can offer are my deepest apologies for what I've done. The one that forced my hand on these awful deeds made me feel as if I had no choice but to follow orders. I wish I could tell you everything, but even just running this is a great struggle. I can only say this. It wasn't my choice, and I hope to make this right. Yes. Hold on to this like your life depends on it. If you have the misfortune of confronting them, it may just aid you. Okay. Identified symbol at the crime scene. Okay. Okay.
Isn't your father a highly successful lawyer?
Oh, he is, isn't he? Well, I mean, I still wouldn't say that, he makes all that much.
Okay.
Were you responsible for the death of the other person in that room?
What? No way, of course, I wasn't. Did you see what happened to that body? How could I have caused that?
This photo of the crime scene shows a pair of glasses.
Well, lots of people wear glasses just for fashion's sake. They might be non-prescription.
Were you involved in what happened?
Are you joking? I already told you. How could I have been involved in that?
Most people with no involvement don't attack the police and attempt to escape.
You can't be serious. I was in shock. I had just been abducted and there was a dead body. I wasn't thinking right.
You don't seem to have been doing a lot of thinking right. You still
Yeah,
try
you've
to
been lying a
avoid the
lot.
Police, and even after requesting this meeting, you continue to lie and mix yourself up with another person. Make it make sense, Darcy, if that's even who you are. I'm starting to think you don't even know yourself.
Look, I'm just, not in the right headspace. Just give me a moment and I swear I'll tell you everything.
Sorry, but I just don't have time to be led around with lies and excuses. I'll get one of the staff members to take you back to your cell and check back in a week. That should be enough time to get your thoughts straight.
Wait, hold on. I don't have a week.
Why don't you
I
have a
need
week,
to
Darcy?
talk to you
Huh?
now.
I'm sorry, but our time is up.
I can't let you leave.
Oh shit.
What? What the hell is going on?
Sorry, but I don't have much time before it finds me. I need you right here, right now.
What exactly are you?
Well, I guess there's not much point in hiding it. I'm not exactly human. I suppose you could call me an entity. One using this body to hide in your world. I'm losing control of my grasp on this reality, though, and I need your help to fix it.
Okay. Is it because of this? Oh shit. Reading this means that you're now trapped in that thing's pocket reality. It won't let you leave until it gets what it wants, and if you refuse to do so, it will result in the end of all life as we know it. However, after rigorous research, I can say there is a third option. First, you need to have a symbol present during the event, then try to find ways to contradict the entity as best you can. I can explain why, couldn't explain why, but for some reason being confronted seems to break its hold just enough for the symbol to reveal a 4-word code phrase. When all 4 words are revealed to you, say them aloud directed to it. Godspeed and best of luck to you. Okay. Question, I
Mentioned
guess.
something trying to find you. What's trying to find you?
Where I'm from, there are powerful beings that even I'm hesitant to describe. That even something like me shouldn't bother. But I did. And now it's after me. And I'm not just going to let it take me. So I'm hiding from it.
Shit, I don't wanna. You're hiding.
What was the real reason behind your relationship with the professor?
He was just someone that knew about the world and was willing to help me. I can't afford to get caught. It's a far greater issue than you think.
Where is the professor now?
He is no longer in this reality. He was taken to another. He screwed up during the last event while setting something up. Not sure if he can get back or not.
What was the actual reason
Oh,
for this
the
abduction?
balls.
I wouldn't call it an abduction. No one was forced into it. It was just a ritual to help maintain my control and keep me hidden.
So what happened to that body?
We ran out of time during the event. The being I'm hiding from, the hunter, got to her. And well, you see why I'm on the run.
Why? Was there a third person at the event anyway?
It was just something the professor decided at the last minute. No reason for her to be there at all.
Did you even know who that classmate was?
Nobody important. Probably just one of the professor's students. I've got no idea who she might be, to be honest. Listen,
Shit.
we are out of time. I'll need you to recite this incantation to hide me from the hunter.
Leg line.
This is crucial. If the hunter gets me, it will have an opening into this world. It will destroy all life as you know it. No question. Hiding me will save the world. So I trust you know the right choice here.
Are there no other options? Nothing else that can prevent this?
There is no other way. You have to make the decision.
Why am I gonna... I'm not just gonna say it and I can't...
I suppose an action is a choice of its own.
Sorry, but this is just too much to handle all at once.
Well, at least I won't be alone in the inevitable suffering.
Oh. Hello. Ending 2 of 5. I only lasted a scant few seconds, but I remember the horror that I let into our world. Whatever that thing I interrogated was, it was telling the truth about one thing. The being that hunted it was so much more powerful than it was. The worst part wasn't the agonizing pain of my body being devoured by that thing, or even the lingering thoughts of whether I'll be suffering like this forever. No, the worst part was that I could vividly hear the billions of people screaming in torment as they met the end that I had mistakenly unleashed on them. Damn. Okay. Well, I'm going to try this one more time. Okay, so I guess let's say the incantation, see what happens.
Alright, fine, I'll say it. Leg line, Kurapathinadala.
My
My thanks to you.
Now I won't
How
have
I
to
have to face my punishment.
Oh, shit.
What? What happened? Why the hell can't I move?
I've done all I can with the patient, but she still refuses to cooperate. She needs some time alone, so please don't disturb her. I'll be back with some staff to escort her back to her cell.
This can't be. That's not me. Don't listen to it. That's not me you're talking to.
Okay. Those were my last words before the pain hit me. Okay. A pain too agonizing to even describe, soon followed by my bones bending like they were made of soft rubber. I felt like my skin was being pulled from every opening possible. My last seconds on Earth were torturous, and all I could think about is whether this is how I would die. Or I would continue to feel this horror wherever this thing was taking me. Oh wow. Okay. So, with that, I've gotten every ending except for the good ending, I'm assuming. Um, but yeah, so this was Interrogation. It was very good. I've been playing this for too long. I guess I'm not very good at these games where you have to pick figure out what's going on. But yeah, anyway, this was Interrogation. If you want to get the best ending for yourself, I'm going to leave a link to this game in the description below. It was a lot of fun. The story was very interesting in this game. But like always, like it, give it a thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you on the next video.